Hey guys, it's Josh again, and today we're going to do the continuation of the clue build. If you've not seen that, the first part of the video, go back and watch that first. Today we're going to be doing the other pieces of the clue game, which are the candlestick, the revolver, and the rope. So I hope you enjoy it. Alright guys, so I'm going to start out here by just drawing out a rough sketch of what the rope would look like. Just sketching it directly onto the floor mat here. I got a picture on my phone there that I'm kind of looking at just to eyeball. Of course I did have some places that I messed up, but that's okay because in the end you won't see it after I paint over everything. When I got done with that, I cut it all out. Just make sure when you do this that you use a very sharp knife. It gets you a better edge around the sides there, a cleaner edge. And I cut out the inside part of the rope there too. Next, all the lines that I wanted to show up, I used a wood burner just to etch that in. Make sure if you're doing this you're wearing a mask because the fumes are toxic on that. As you can see, it shows up a lot better here. Then I just sealed up the whole thing with a heat gun and then plastic coated it. And after that, use a little bit of tan and a lot of white paint and just mixed it to the consistency that I wanted, because this one's not going to be silver, it's going to be kind of an off-white color, just like the game piece would be in Clue. And that's the finished product right there. Next, we're going to be working on the candlestick, and on this we use some insulation foam, and I just cut it in half, and to double the thickness here, used some wood glue and glued it together and let it dry overnight. So it'd give me a bigger piece to work with. After that, this is just a belt sander and it cuts through it fairly easily. There's different ways I was wanting to try this. This is the first time I'd worked with this type of material. But it just took a lot of shaping with the belt sander. Again, here you want to wear a mask because you got a lot of particles going in the air here. Final shaping with the belt sander, and then after that I used a rotary tool to go over little small detail areas and such. It's still kind of rough, but I filled in some of the gaps with the hot glue, and then right here you have to seal the entire thing with wood glue. The reason I did that, if you spray paint this type of foam, it will completely eat it up and it'll start disintegrating. So you seal it up really good. Make sure you cover every bit of this piece, and then after it's all sealed and dried and everything, then we can take it and use the silver spray paint on it. But if I'd done this without sealing any of it with the wood glue, it would just destroy the whole piece. Next, I'm working on the revolver in the game. I just kind of sketched it out as well, just like I did with the rope, on a piece of EVA foam, and cut that piece out. Again, make sure you have a sharp knife. I do have a knife sharpener. I don't show you here, but I'm sharpening the knife quite a bit, just to make sure we're getting a better cut. None of this has to be perfect, but Right here, we're tracing that out onto another piece because I want the gun to be a little bit thicker. And then I cut that piece out as well. After cutting the details out of the gun, like the trigger guard and all that, then I hot glued the two pieces together. They wasn't perfectly straight or any of that kind of stuff, but that's okay because I end up using a knife just to go around the edges here and make them very close to the same size, going around all the little detail areas there too. Next, I wanted to make the part of the revolver that sticks out just a little bit there. That would hold the bullets. So I just trimmed that out to size, and then I kind of cut it in half so it'd actually make one for each side of the gun. Next, there's a little piece on the top of the gun that I just kind of made by eyeballing about what size it should be, and I did make it a little bit thinner than the regular foam floor mats, just to make it a little variation in size there. And I put two of those together and glued them together right here, and then started gluing all those little details on the gun. Again, these are just supposed to be game pieces, so none of it has to be perfect. And we actually played a life-size Clue game with this too. Right here, I just channeled out the barrel by doing like a 45-degree angle on each side of that channel, and then popping it out. And I wanted a little more detail on the gun, so I used a little craft foam just to add some right here, a little more depth to the whole thing, and glued that on. And I just used the rotary tool to get rid of any rough edges around the edge, and put a little bit of detailing on the gun right here as well. Can't see it as good right now, but you'll see it later whenever it's painted. And right here, I used the cap of a Sharpie just to make what looked like a screw on the bottom of on the handle of the gun, and then used the knife just to cut a little spot in that, heated it up, and it showed up really well. Then I plastic coated the entire thing, and then painted it with silver, and that was the final piece right there, guys. Alright guys, so I hope you liked that video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Should be right down here. There's a button that says subscribe. Push it. There is also a little bell icon down there. If you click on that, then you can be updated on any future videos that I have come out. Don't know how often that will be, but yeah, I try to get them out as quick as possible, as soon as I can. If you haven't seen part 1 of this video, I will link it in the description below, so check it out as well. And I appreciate you, and hope to see you soon. Thanks. And I'm also going to link put a link in the subscribe to my channel, if you will. Also, hold on.
Hold on.
Subscribe. Which one's the subscribe on?
You were doing the right.